Today we are looking at the Bible. Alright, so let's get started. Today we're looking at the Bible verses last time. Okay, wonderful. So today we're back again with another lesson. And as you can see, we're getting all the way from Genesis all the way to Revelations. So how many times have you read the Bible from cover to cover? Interesting question. So I've read the Bible from cover to cover about 8 times, and I'm reading it for the 9th time this time around. And yeah, it's very interesting. Every time you read it, it's like you're reading it for the first time. So it's always encouraged that you pray before you read the Bible, so that God open your mind to it, so that you accept His word and understand, see how you can apply it in your life, and also most importantly be able to share with other people what you will be learning from the Bible. So that's very nice. So we just thought that we would do a quick lesson here today on Bible chapters and all the books in the Bible, how you can pronounce them, and if somebody is giving a talk and you're following along in Chinese, open your Bible, you can actually tell which book are they going to read, and also which chapter they're going to read. So see, this is one of those benefits that we have acquired along our lesson or learning journey, having done numbers. So it all comes down to numbers, I should say, and without numbers then you wouldn't know which chapter are they reading. Again, Chinese does not say 2nd Kings, just as an example, and even if they were going to say 2nd Kings, it wouldn't be second as in the English word, or 2 Kings as other people say. It will be in a funny way that they will do it. And also, just a quick note on some of the very important phrases that you're going to hear when it comes to Bibles. One of the phrases that you're going to hear is 字 at the end. 字 is shortened form of 记载, and 记载 means an account or a record. So if you hear 字, especially towards the end, in most cases it will be a record. And then there's 书. 书 is a book. So if you hear 书 in some of the instances, you just get to know that, okay, this one has to do with the book. So 书 we have done before when we were talking about 本书. So you're gonna see some with 书, and this is an example right in the middle here. I'm gonna see if I can write it down. You see, I'm using a green pen as well, so I should pick a different color. Let's take a yellow one. This one right here at the end there, that's 书, and you see it here as well, 书, and every other one where you see this is actually a book. Okay, a few other books in the Bible are actually Psalms, and if you remember, we did the word for Psalm last time, which is 歌, and you see it right here, 歌, and you also see it on Lamentations, which is also another song right here at the end there, and there you go, 歌, at the corner there. I'm trying to mark it up, but my mouse is acting up because I don't have a mouse pad today. But anyway, we'll see if I can get it to behave. Okay, cool. So we've touched on books that ends with 书, and we've touched on others that end with 歌 and 字. Okay, now we want to talk of others that end with 下 and 上. If you remember last time we said 上 was the last part, so here we have 上. If you see this part here, that means we're talking about the first one. So first Chronicles, you see at the end there is 上, and the second one, if we have 2 books one after another, then we have 下. So that's the character there, or rather I should be pointing to the pinyin, right? 下 and 上, but either way, you get used to the character as well, it also helps. So that's pretty much everything that we have to talk of, especially when it comes to books. And before we dive into the actual book names, here's a quick reminder of saying open, or rather read, or read. So that's the way we're gonna consider. It's right here at the corner, right there, 看. Okay, if you see this, 看. that's to see or to read. Or to read out loud, 朗读, right there in the corner as well. 朗读, that's read out loud. So if a person says, please read, 请看, take a look at, 请看, take a look at, please take a look at, 请, that means please, 请朗读, 朗读, 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 that's to read out loud. Okay, so 看 and 朗读, you can use both. Do on its own, is actually to read. So combined, they were saying read it out loud. Wonderful. So that's the brief of the background, and then now let's dive into the actual book names. Okay, so we start right at the top of the corner with the book of Genesis. 创始字, 创始字, 创始字. Okay, so that's more like creating, the record of creation, right? 创始, it's the 我字节, that's the shortcut there into. So that's not more like a record of creation, I would like to believe. And then 出埃及字, Exodus, that's coming off Egypt. 埃及 is Egypt. 出 is going out. So 出埃及字, Exodus. 立为字, again, because you can see it sounds there, 立为字. Min 数字, then we have min 数字, that's numbers. And 有下字, 有书啊, you see 有书啊, you actually can see it rhymes with the English one also. 有书啊, 是之, 大字, 个字, root. Samuel 字上, that means the first Samuel 字下. So this is the second record or the next record, so that's second Samuel. And we do the same with kings. 列王之上, 列王. Okay, that's already the king. 之, very good. 上, first one. 列王之上, the first kings. 列王之下, second kings. We do the same with Chronicles. 历代之上. So this is the first one all the way to the end. 历代之上, 历代之下. First and second. And then we go to ears, right? 以是哪之, 以是你之, 以是铁之. So that's Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther in their respective order. Job is 约伯之, Psalms is 诗篇, Proverbs is 箴言, and Ecclesiastes 传道书, Song of Solomon 雅歌. And then we get to the prophets. Starting with Isaiah, the book of Isaiah, Isaiah Su, the one of by Jeremiah, Yeremi Su, and the Lamentations again by Jeremiah, Yeremi Alko, that's like the song of Cain by Jeremiah, right there. Yeremi, Jeremiah Alko. Okay, that's a painful song. In English, it's simply Lamentations. The next prophet is Ezekiel, Ezekiel. And the book is 以西结书. The next one is Daniel and his book, Daniel书. Then Hosea is Hosea, and the book is Su. So together, the book of Hosea is Hosea书. Joel, Joel书, Amos 书, Obadiah, Obadiah书, Jonah, Jonah书. Micah, 米迦书, and Nahum, or Nahum if you like, Nahum书, Habakkuk or Habakkuk if you like, Habakkuk书, Zephaniah or Zephaniah if you like, Zephaniah书, Haggai, Haggai书. About should have been sounding like Haggai, but yeah, you know, can't carry away with Chinese. Anyway, Zechariah, Sajialia Su, okay, and Malachi, Malachi Su. So these are the books that come before Matthew. So all of them, we've covered them. 传史志、传子志、李伟志、民史志、约夏志、事实志、五对志、三庙志、三庙志下、连王志上、连王志下、列代志上、列代志下、以斯拉志、列西米志、以西帖志、约伯志、西篇、箴言、传道书、雅各、以赛亚书、耶利米书、耶利米哀歌、以西结书、但以理书、耶西亚书、约珥书、阿摩西书、耶巴底亚书、约拿书、米基亚书、拿红书、哈巴谷书、西番尼亚书、哈盖尔书、撒加利亚书 and finally 马拉字书. Okay, so these are the first ones that they normally refer to as the Hebrew and Aramaic scriptures, right? So some call them the Old Testament, but yeah, I don't believe in calling them the Old Testament. Anyway, so that's pretty much the first part there. So we're going to take off the writings that we have done. We're going to cancel them off, and then we're going to move on to the next section where we have the other words, or rather the other books. Look at this, my mouse doesn't want to move. Today is really misbehaving. Okay, cool. So there we go. This is the next one, and I'm just going to try and pick up the pen right at the start. Okay, cool. So there we go. Now on this section, as you will notice, that we're going to find a bit of new ways of referring to the books, but mostly, as we have done earlier, the book Su is really a dominant way of calling all the books, so you're gonna see that more. But we also have the Gospels, so that's when you find Fuyin, like you see here where I'm marking it up there. The last part here is Fuyin, so the first 4 Gospels, you'll find that Fuyin coming through. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. But after that, it's all Su all the way. And just so we remind one another, you'll find other parts where we have a book with 2 or more books. In that case, we'll have Qian, Su. Now, Qian means in the front, as you can see here at first disclosure, and Ho is after. Ho means after. So Qian is in the front, and Shu, that's a book. Ho again is in the back or after, and Shu, that's a book again. So that's another one that you're going to see in this portion or other part of the Bible. Okay, cool. We're going to look at other parts where we see this book coming through. This one just dealing with the number straight away. And and lastly, Son. This is first John, second John, and third John. So we use the number dial table. So that's pretty much everything. Let's start. Okay, continue rather. Matthew, 马太福音 and Mark, 马可福音 Luke, 路加福音 John, 约翰福音 and Acts. Now we're done with the Gospels, we're going to Acts. 使徒行传 Romans, 罗马书 1 Corinthians, 哥林多前书 2 Corinthians, 哥林多后书 Galatians, 加拉太书 Ephesians, 以弗所书 Philippians, 腓立比书 Colossians, 哥罗西书 1 Thessalonians, 帖撒罗尼迦前书 2 Thessalonians, 帖撒罗尼迦后书 1 Timothy, 提摩太前书 2 Timothy, 提摩太后书 Titus, 提多书 Philemon, 腓利门书 Hebrews, 希伯来书 James, 雅各书 1 Peter, 彼得前书 2 Peter, 彼得后书 1 John, 约翰一书 2 John, 约翰二书 3 John, 约翰三书 Jude, 犹大书 Revelation, 史记录. Okay, so those are the books that make up the portions of the Bible that we're reading, mainly in the Greek, so we know them as the Christian Greek scriptures. So just another quick rundown from Matthew all the way to Revelations. 马太福音、马可福音、路加福音、 约翰福音、使徒行传、罗马书、哥林多前书、哥林多后书、加拉太书、以弗所书、腓立比书、腓罗西书、帖撒罗尼迦前书、帖撒罗尼迦后书、提摩太前书、提摩太后书、提多书、腓利免书、希伯来书、雅各书、彼得前书、彼得后书、约翰一书、约翰二书、约翰三书、犹大书、使息录。Okay, so that we reach Revelation and the Bible and saying the names in Chinese. Okay, wonderful. Now let's look at the few other things that I thought we could also share in this lesson. One of them is chapter, and chapter is 章, as you can see right here in the black square. 章, that's chapter, and 节 is the verse. So it's yellow and yellow, so you can't see my mic in there. So that's the verse. Now, if you want to say open and read, again we say 行, which is right here at the right corner, the left corner rather. 行, that's please, okay. 行, 看, which we are now on this last red square. 或读, 请看, 请读, 这, this, you remember, this part here is this, 这, and we can put 这个 if you like, 这个经文, 请 please, 看, you take a look, 这个经文, take a look at this scripture, or 请读 please read, and then you point out the scripture. So you can pick, let's say, 马太福音, and then if you want to say the first chapter, 第一章, if you want to say the second chapter, 第二章, if you want to say the third chapter, 第三章, we do all the same with all the numbers if we are referring to the chapter. 第三章, 第二节, chapter 3 verse 2, 第二节, so the D there is just a particle that is signifies that we understand you're using first, second, and third to refer to the numbers, not in the form of saying 1, 2, 3 as we've done earlier, but we are saying the first number, the second chapter, or something closer to that. That is the formation of an increment in that notation. So 第二, 第一, 第二, 第三, 第四, and so forth. Okay, so we can say 请读这个经文才 remember it's a preposition of at, in, on, and so forth. So we can pick let's say James 雅各书第一章第三节. So that's 第一章, we're saying 1, the first chapter. 章 is chapter, as you can see here on the big yellow circle, and 节 is the verse. So that's how it works. So we now know how to open the Bible, and we now know how to pronounce the Bible names. We now know even how to call out the chapters in the verse and the verses. So easy to, we will much equipped to start on our journey of going and visit people. That's by phang. Okay, sorry about the first one. By phang. That's to visit. Or if somebody comes, that's 来 to come, and then introduce ourselves. 介绍一下，请介绍 please introduce. 请介绍这个经文 please introduce the scripture. 请介绍这个人 please introduce this person. 请来 please come. You see, so there's so many combinations that we can start using. 请, which is the word for please, it's a very powerful word, high frequency order, high frequency use and all. So we hope this lesson has been very useful to you and also practical in terms of finding how we can call our Bible names, open our Bible to the correct chapter and verse, and also follow along with somebody who will be reading or leading with the reading. And remember, if you want to drill down, if you want to play games on the Bible books, there are forums that is attached on the bio, on the link. If you can't find them, you should feel free to reach out me directly or call me up. That's my Instagram handle, and we'll They're glad to have a lot of fun. Remember, you can get your customized set of practice, or you can do it in a group session, alright? So the terms there will be discussed later on, but for now, just know that all the platforms that you need to drill down in conversation with other people, they are also they've also been created for you. And finally, remember, if you want to get notified, YouTube has that functionality. You just hit on the notification bell, and then you'll get notified whenever there's a new video. And if you also would like to grow the channel, or let other people know that there are resources that are of this kind on the internet, one of the ways you can do that is also by letting other people know or subscribing, and that will also go a long way. Alright, so that's pretty much everything that I will share today. Next, we will look at another lesson which is totally different, but also try and make it funny to 10 minutes short if possible. So thank you for tuning in, and adios, 再见, goodbye.